All right, so Guitar Hero has kind of changed the way people experience music. They get closer to it, they get to play the game. Now they get to play as a full band together. It's not just like an insular thing where you're listening to it on your iPod. You get to play together. So we've taken that one step further, though, and we're actually allowing you to create music together and share it with others. So what you see here is the recording studio. The music studio is built into a couple parts, so I'll kind of give you a brief overview of them. The recording studio allows anyone to jump in and out on drums. Let's see here. Oops. Sorry. On rhythm, lead, bass, drums, keyboard, or even mic. You can sing along while other people are just jamming out. And this is like hot swappable, so anyone can jump in on rhythm guitar. I can bounce back, go to bass, go to drums, try out new sounds, try out new things. And when we think we got our groove on, we can at any time hit record and record what we're doing. And you can actually record any of there's 4 tracks here you can record. You record any of them or all of them at once. I'm going to briefly show you the rhythm guitar. Now we've partnered with Line 6. Now Line 6 make the Pod Guitar Effects. It's hardware effects. They're the leaders in the business. And we've partnered with them. They've given us their real-time amplifier and cabinet modeling to incorporate into Guitar Hero World Tour. What this allows you to do is basically recreate different guitars from the past 40 years. You could play, a British Invasion guitar sound. You could play a heavy Metallica sound. Lots of different guitar sounds. You can go in, you can totally tweak the scale. You can pick the root note, the scale, the power chords. You can even customize your scale, so you can set the guitar up however you want. And then you can play chords, and those are not only recorded, but then obviously played back as note tracks in the game with the music you've created. We've got other instruments. The lead functions similarly to the rhythm guitar, but has things like hammer-ons and pull-offs, and tilting actually changes the octave of the guitar in the lead, and the bass follows suit with the lead. But if you're not so musically inclined, or like myself, I've been a DJ for 20 years, I kind of want to make some funky electronic, hip-hop music, something different that you haven't seen yet in Guitar Hero, we've added a list of features called the machines, right? And so these are the drum machine, the bass machine, the lead machine, and the key machine. And the key machine's for the keyboard that I'll show you in a bit. So I'm going to demo the drum machine here. I'll go in, I'll change my instrument. Now, obviously, Andy could come sit down and play a really awesome drum fill for us. We could record that. That could be our backbeat. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to use the drum machine. A drum machine takes all the cool input mechanisms that I told you about the guitar, the accelerometer, the star power button, the touch strip. Everything is used in the drum machine. So I'll go and I'll pick my loop type. Now, I've got lots of different loop types. Now, these aren't single loops. They're actually banks of 5 loops. So I'm going to pick this bump-in loop here. And then there's 20 drum kits in the game, and each of those also have a percussion kit associated with it. So I'm just going to go down. And there's everything from old school, like 8-bit type drum sounds to like Indian sounds to dub reggae kind of sounds to really classic heavy rock sounds. So I'll go in and I'll pick the dub kit. Now, what you're going to see is the fret buttons are going to actually play beats. All right, so I can start and stop beats, and basically it's almost like chopping them up, transposing them, cutting them up in and out like a DJ would. But then I can also modify them with a touch strip, change the pitch with the strum, and actually throw crashes in on the whammy. And then the tilt of the guitar will actually change the velocity of the drums, just like if you were hitting them harder. So it's pretty cool. You can do a lot of things with a drum machine. Now, of course, at any time I could record that, I could play it back, I could record it and just lay it down and let other guys jam on with the rhythm guitar, the lead guitar, and everything. We could just keep building on that backbeat. There's also a keyboard in the game. Give you a brief overview of that. There's, I think, close to 80 different synthesizer sounds on the keyboard. I'll just show you a couple. I mean, everything from acid house to really heavy, like analog bass to whatever you want, really. I mean, we've got it covered there. So I'll scroll down and just kind of show you how the key machine works. I'll pick this oscillator high sound. Now, the key machine is similar to the drum machine. The frets play different notes, right? But the tilting actually changes the octave. So you see the little thing next to the little lever next to the green gem. It's moving up and down. It's changing the octave. There's 3 octaves you can choose from, and you can basically set it for low, high, or high and really high. So I'll play it here, and I'll just kind of show you again, the slide bar is going to modify the rhythm. So you can have a lot of fun with that. So you take that. I haven't really recorded anything, but if I did, I could go into GH Mix. And this is where, like, if we all are together as a group and we're having fun and we're recording stuff, one guy's got to be the producer, right? So that guy's going to come back, take it into GH Mix, and actually, make it polished. So GH Mix is essentially, it's like a Pro Tools and a Cubase sequencer kind of merged into one, but made easy enough to use so you can use your Guitar Hero guitar controller to kind of navigate. So I can navigate here. I can do things like set looping sections, go through and lay down drum beats manually on the guitar or the drums. I can copy, paste, delete. You see the 5 tracks there. I can even go down and add markers. And on the markers, I can change the light show. Right, so I've got all these different light shows I can change between. So those markers can be set throughout the timeline, and you can really just craft the experience of what people are going to play as they, download your song.